Please, I didn't do anything to these people. I don't know them. I don't know them.
They waited till the hall was empty to give her the award. The world needs to know what the organizers of Weber Awards in France just did to this popular hairstylist, Alice Dimples. Alice, with over 12 million followers on TikTok alone, was invited to receive an award in Cannes, France, among other influencers. Alice, a married woman, left everything behind and went to France for the award. But on the day of the award, she waited and waited, but they didn't call her name. They gave everyone their awards and they even had a group photo shoot. Then, just when the event was over and the hall was empty, someone from the team called her to give her her award with no explanation. Already embarrassed, Alice went up the stage to collect the award and a few people could be seen laughing at her.
All I can say is thank you so much, Wimba, for embarrassing me in this event. Thank you.
The question the world needs an answer to is, why did the organizers of Weber Award do that to this lady? Is it because she appears to be the only melanated person among the influencers? Did the organizers of the award saw her in person and then decided, no, she doesn't fit into the rest of the crowd? Alice on her TikTok page shared her sad experience and couldn't hold back tears as she spoke to her audience.
Something broke me. Something that I saw on TikTok yesterday broke me completely. And it's about this lady. This is one of the reasons why you see so much hate between the black people and the white people. You know, some people confuse it for what happened to our ancestors, you know, colonization and slavery. Yes, it has little to do with it, but believe me, the problem we have today is because of organizations like this. Okay, if you don't know this lady, her name is Alice. Her TikTok handle is Beauty by Alice. I'm going to tag her in this video. So, she participated in an award program held by this particular organization here, Weber. And then, she qualified for the award and they invited her to France. She lives in the USA and she had to leave her husband, her children, her family and traveled all the way to France. She has over 12 million followers on TikTok, a professional hairstylist. Everyone knows her. But fortunately and unfortunately, on arriving on the event, she was the only black queen to have attended. Other people that were invited were white. The event kicked off and all the influencers were called one after the other to be presented with an award. Everyone was called and she was just sitting until the last person was called. And she was just thinking like, maybe I am the last person on the list. You know, all the people that received awards were called for a group photo, which is actually marking the end of the event. She was not called. She was invited to come for the event because she won the award, but she was not presented with an award. And all the influencers were already taking a group photo. After the group photo, everyone left because the event has actually ended. Everyone was going, including the event owner went out already before the MC now called her up, as you can see.
All I can say is thank you so much, Wimba, for embarrassing me in this event.
Okay, get it. In case you didn't understand, she was invited for an award in France. She flew all the way from the USA to France. Everyone that was called for the award were called and awarded in the presence of everyone. But no one called her until the event was closed. Not only did they embarrass her, but they also made her feel like she was not a human being. They made it look like it's either she was not a human being at all or she was some garbage type of human being.
So black people, I thought we all agreed not to go to places where we are not celebrated, not to go to places where we are not welcome, not to go to places where we feel uninvited, right? So what is happening to this Alice? Alice, as we all know, is a popular influencer. She's a hairstylist based in Dallas. She has over 12 million people following her, and I guess she has other millions of people on her other platforms, right? She's a good hairstylist. She makes like funny TikToks with her customers. They dance, they do a lot of jokes. She pulls their hairs. She does a lot of things, and that is where she got a lot of her followership. So the Wimba Award is a World Influencers and Bloggers Awards that usually takes place in France, and I guess they did the awards last month, right? So getting there, as you saw in the videos, she was embarrassed. They gave out all the awards to all the other influencers and bloggers before they finally gave her when all other person had already left. And later she was crying like, why are you crying, girl? You're a queen. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to give them that satisfaction of your tears, girl. adjust your crown and just, things happen like that. We know always black people would always be targeted, and this is not the case of victimhood, right? Sometimes we need to call its right name. Seriously. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome on board. Here we are all big fam. If you like a content like this, consider subscribing, right? And also like on this video, share this video with your friends and hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos, right? So there's this crazy reaction on social media as regard to this video, right? People are of different school of thoughts that for over time black people had been dehumanized, they've been embarrassed, they feel as if they're not good enough. Even if they amass so much popularity, they are still not being recognized, right? I get it. So you invited this lady, and some people were saying actually it wasn't an invite, but it was a mistake. But it wasn't an invite, but at the end of the day you gave her the award. What does that even speak of you people's reputation, right? And one of the speakers in the video said, we all know organizations like that are pensioned for showing blatant racism towards black people. They will intentionally call you just to embarrass you on world stage. It has happened several times. Wimba it's not just the last of it. They've been higher institutions propagate and make sure black people are dehumanized, are embarrassed, are made to feel less of a human being. It has been happening times without number, right? To me, she should have done her investigation as regards to the WIBA awards, right? Because the number one red flag would have been that they invited you, they didn't pay for your hotel, they didn't pay for your tickets, they didn't do nothing, right? A lot of people were like, if it were Nigerians, they would have thrown that awards in your face, like, because Nigerians don't take nonsense, right? I'm telling you, Nigerians would have reacted. They would have caused a scene in that place. It might sound a little bit offlandish, but sometimes we have to do a little bit crazy stuff to make people understand the severity of their actions, right? But I would not even subscribe to that. What I'm even saying is that next time you should do your due diligence in researching where people call you for an event as big as that, right? You need to do your own research. You wouldn't want to go there and embarrass yourself. You wouldn't want to go there and start crying and giving them that satisfaction of laughing in your face, right? You shouldn't do that. Just like I've said severally, it's by chance black people started having their own awards. Make institutions that you celebrate your influencers, you celebrate your bloggers, you celebrate our people that have talent and are showcasing it to the world. We should have platforms that actually celebrate our own people so that we won't have to be going to other people's awards and be crying, right? It's about time we get things started for good for ourselves, right? And we know we've been doing that in Nigeria. We have a lot of awards where we give our fellow black people awards and we determine everything. So no one is being usually embarrassed because this is us running the show, right? So guys, what do you think? Please drop your comments in the comment section.
Let's talk about Alice the braider. So this is Alice. She's a braider on TikTok. She has over 12 million followers on TikTok, does really good hair. She comes from African descent, but I believe she lives in the United States. Don't quote me, but I truly believe she lives in the United States. So Alice was invited to an influencer award show, and she flew all the way from wherever she's from, I still believe it's the United States, all the way to France to go to the influencer award show and got humiliated. And that's not really the gist of this video, but let's keep going. Shout out to this creator right here, because not only him, it's another woman that brought this to my attention. I think that this is a very important topic to talk about. So she ain't just fly to this award show and then not get the award. It's more deeper than that. She flew to the award show. She got the award. She got the award after all the other influencers got their award, started to take pictures as a whole group. People started to leave. Then they realized they never gave her award, and then they put her on the stage when everybody was leaving. Like, the venue was empty. They pinned the venue, like people are walking out, nobody really at the tables no more. That she got her award last. First of all, whoever this award show is, we gonna find out about them and we gonna go get them too, because they done lost their mind. You never do nobody like that. You never do nobody like that. And then if you saw all the people that got awards, none of them were black people. Or if they were black people, they wasn't this color. They was this color. They was this color. Okay, so they treated this person like she was less than, giving her the last award when people are already leaving. Like, what is going on with that? So yes, this award show, wrong. Did Alice completely wrong? I don't like it. I don't like it. But you know what? I'm a firm believer in like a karma situation. What goes around comes around type situation. So keep following me. Alice has a son that was graduating high school, and instead of attending his graduation, she decided to take herself to that award show so that she can go get her award. And then in this video, she talks about how her son comes from a 2-parent household, so he has other people that can go to the graduation. Your son only graduates high school one time. Okay, we all only graduate high school one time. You can graduate from college multiple times. You graduate from middle school one time. You graduate from kindergarten one time. You graduate from these things one time. And the fact that this lady flew to France instead of prioritizing her son and got humiliated when she got there tells me a lot about how it's a karma thing. What goes around comes around. You didn't put your son top priority. At the end of the day, I feel like people don't understand when you have kids. That's why I don't have kids, because I don't want to do this right now in my life. But when you have kids, your kids come first. This wasn't just like a basketball game, a football game, a award ceremony. He got perfect attendance. He's graduating from high school. Like, what? And then for her to say it's a 2-parent household. Okay, and he has his dad. Dad and moms are not the same people. They're not the same people. You have your dad for your dad, and you have your mom for your mom, and you put it all together, and it makes a great melting pot. You don't just say he had his dad and other people, and then you get there and you got embarrassed. Like, I don't even know. If I was her, I'd just be like, I would be so upset at myself. I would be so upset. I wouldn't even be upset at that award show, because yes, they're wrong at the end of the day, but I feel like there was like a transfer of energy. She did some shiesty stuff. The award show did some shiesty stuff. It was a transfer of energy that God wanted to show her. But Alice, you need to do better. At the end of the day, you got to learn. Being an influencer is great, but you as a mother, come first. That's what comes first in your life. Be a mom first.
Alice the Braider was all ready for her moment at the WIBA Awards until this happened. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on hotel accommodations, airfare, outfit, a glam team, leaving your family here to fly to France to collect an award for being the best content creator with 12 million followers, only for them to be playing in your face when you get there. She gets to the event, gets to the door. They stop her at the door and tell her you can't get in if you wasn't invited. She's not on the list. Come to find out, she received a fake invitation. But she got past that. She got in. When she get in, she don't get an award. They calling everybody else for an award. She don't get one. Then they take a group picture. They don't even let her in a group picture. All of them are in the picture. She's the only one of us that's there. So then at the end, they finally call her up to give her an award. That's after everybody else had been left. There's a few stragglers still there, but they call her up to give her an award. Then they asked her, do she have something to say? She thanked them for bringing her all the way there to embarrass her. They love to play in our face. They don't care. They will play in our face at every cost. And I know she's been caught up in a lot of controversy, but they was wrong for this one. And I do feel bad for her. She spent a lot of money. She made a lot of sacrifices. She gave a lot up, and she left her family here with obligations that she could have stood by. Don't chase validation. You don't need to validate yourself when you've already made a name for yourself. You don't need to chase an award or a trophy to validate yourself when you've already made a name for yourself.
Yes.
So now, my annoyance is that you were embarrassed. You were smiling at those that embarrassed you. You took the award. That's okay. So why don't you just go? You were embarrassed, yet you have time to stand, laugh, and take pictures. Smile at those faces that humiliated you.
Slay Your Way by V just bust the story wide open about Alice the Braider. About her choosing to go to Europe to receive that award in lieu of her son's graduation, missing her son's graduation, and then ultimately having a horrible time at the WeWa Award. From the start, I didn't have any remorse for her. From the start. Let me explain something to you. That graduation to that young man, that was something that was very important. That achievement, that's something that you could never, ever get back. That feeling of you going through however many years you went through and then graduating just for your parent not to be there because she's thinking about her own success. That is something that is absolutely 110% heartbreaking. I will never forget. So my high school graduation, my cousins, they came down from Tallahassee. They caught the bus down to my graduation from Tallahassee, right? Just to be with me on my graduation. I had my grandmother there, my aunt there. I had my niece and my nephew and my cousins there, right? The only person that I did not have there was my mom. And I was so angry. I was so upset. I was broken, y'all, because I wanted my mom to be there. Yes, she hadn't been in my life like that. But for some reason, I had a pull to want my mom there at my graduation. So I'm sad, y'all. I am sad, right? My graduation is all the way, because I stay in Miami. I went to school in Westchester. My graduation was at FIU, all the way down south. I stay all the way in Miami by Miami Central. So it was already hard enough for my grandmother and my aunt to make it out there, okay? Because it was so far. I knew for a fact my mama wasn't going to make it, right? Because she didn't have a car anyways. And she was heavily on D-Rugs. Hello, girl. So I'm at the graduation sitting next to my then best friend, right? I was sitting on the far right. Everybody, all the parents and everything was sitting on the far left. Okay, on this side, the bleachers, they were already pushed in. It was not supposed to be anybody over there. Keep that in mind. So we got up to go walk so they can call our names, right? And I'm so sad, and I'm in the verge of tears. So I'm just like, my parents are not here. My daddy wasn't there, and my mom wasn't there, and I'm so sad, y'all. But I'm trying to, put on a brave face because, of course, I'm around my friends. I don't want them to be like, "Why are you crying, girl?" Tell me why. As I'm walking to the stage, I hear, Tasha. So I'm looking around like, dang, like everybody is screaming, but why am I hearing my name? I look up, tell me why my mama was there. My mom was there sitting next to her best friend, y'all. I boo-hoo cried. Because my mom found a way to make it to my graduation. I know that young man is hurting. I know he is. For his mom to choose herself over him, I know he's hurting.
So I see that you guys are starting now to attack me because I say that I missed my child graduation ceremony to go attend the Wimba Award Gala party. It's our trophy. We earn it. All the contents that we make in our social media platform. You think we just do it for nothing? No, we earned something. And we had to go and collect our trophy. That trophy is for all of us. Why do you like to twist things just to make me like a bad person? One simple award. It's a simple award. It's not just about the award. It's what is going on in that room. You get connected. You're connecting yourself with all those people. There were media people involved. There was press people involved. And there was magazine people in there as well. Which means if everything has went very well, I was going to be featuring in all those things that I just stated. Me getting invited in that event, it was going to benefit us. Some of you just don't like to understand. I don't know. In another comment, somebody said, "Oh, Miss Alice, if it was me, I wasn't gonna get the trophy. Oh, I was gonna smash it on the floor. Do this. You should have punched the lady on the face. You should have punched the guy on the face. Why? Why should I behave crazy? If they behave the way they behave to me, it doesn't mean I have to give them the reason. I don't have to. And I'm proud of myself just to behave the way I was behaving. I'm so proud of myself to keep calm the way I was.
Are you okay? What? Oh, okay. over this. God. God.
Chew. Chew. Chew.
Some people were like, why would she even go to that length of going to that place, knowing that her son was about to graduate, right? When it comes to popularity, a lot of people, like, it gets to their heads, and at the end of the day, they don't take what is important, and what is not important should be left aside, right? Like the graduation of your son, that should be paramount more than just awards. I know you're trying to create something big for yourself. Of course, you want to go and, you know, get the awards because this is what you worked for and this is something that you really wanted. But putting your son's graduation aside, this is something that happened once in a lifetime, right? You should have, to me, stayed back, enjoy your son's graduation, be there for him. I know you said your husband was there and the other family members were there, and you are the mom. Mom are usually very important in occasions like that, right? So I get it. You know, she's trying to defend herself by saying people are coming for her because she said she left her son's graduation and went for these awards that literally embarrassed her right in front of the world. Like, it's crazy, I know, and I think people should be merciful. People make mistakes, and I think she have learned her lesson. Next time, if you're being invited for an award, maybe you might want to do the needful and make sure you research on them to know that they are authentic, not some, you know, people that show any form of discrimination, right? So next time, do your due diligence and make sure you check all the whatever award they are trying to give it to you, so that you wouldn't have to come here and be crying, you know, feeling embarrassed right in front of the world. So guys, if you have come this far, please consider subscribing, hit on the like button, share this video again, and don't forget to hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. Have a blessed day.